The second video is called Video 2 Resolving SKU Conflict. This is from our new feature called Merge Product Up. It's a project for the franchise support stores. So this video is more for the franchise store owners. And you want to make sure that you watch video 1 on Resolve Data Conflict Feature Overview first for an overview prior to watching this video. This video walks you through on how to resolve a SKU conflict between a store owner SKU and a corporate SKU. The first part is the alert notification. Anytime a duplicate SKU or UPC is entered into the system, the store owner who owns the SKU or UPC will receive a single alert message indicating they have conflicts. So you'll see here in the example, these are the alert messages that I'm talking about, where it talks about there are currently SKU or UPC conflicts in your product catalog, and you can click on this link to bring you to the screen to resolve those conflicts. So how do we define a SKU or a UPC conflict? Recall from the overview video, a SKU conflict exists when you enter a SKU and corporate has entered the same SKU afterward. So to show you a screenshot, if the store owner had created the SKU first, it would create a conflict if corporate created that SKU after the store owner created the SKU. A UPC conflict exists when you enter a UPC and corporate has entered the same UPC afterward. The store owner should resolve any data conflicts as soon as possible. The link provided in the alert message will take you to the Resolve Data Conflict screen, or you can use the menu option Inventory, Stock Maintenance, and Resolve Data Conflict. So you can get there either through this link. When you click on it, that'll actually take you directly to Inventory, Stock Maintenance, and Resolve Data Conflicts. So by either clicking on that link or going to Inventory, Stock Maintenance, and Resolve Data Conflicts, that will bring you to the screen that we are at, Resolve Data Conflicts. The screen is broken into 3 parts. So the Data Conflict Details table is this table in the middle. This table in the middle shows all SKU and UPC conflicts. The left side of the table shows your SKU that is in conflict, where it says My SKUs. The right side of the table shows the corporate SKU that is in conflict. The checkboxes on the left side allow you to select one or multiple line items to select an action for. So these are the checkboxes to the left over here. The action column will show you what action has been selected for a line item once an action has been selected. Each row in the table has a Detail and UPC button. The Detail button allows you to see specific details about your SKU and the SKU you are in conflict with. So when I click on the Details button, this will bring up the details about that SKU conflict. The upper left-hand part of the screen is the Action section. These are the actions you can take on a SKU or UPC conflict. Only the actions that are allowed are enabled for you to choose from. So if I click on this particular one, I can only do Merge or Reset. If I clicked on this one that happens to be a SKU conflict, it shows that I can merge, delete, or reset. The upper right-hand part of the screen shows the summary of actions to be taken upon clicking the Save button at the bottom of the screen. So you have the pending deleted items, the merge SKU, queue, and the SKUs to rename. So that'll give you that summary before you would click on Save at the bottom. So now I'm going to talk about how to resolve a SKU conflict. When you have a conflicting SKU, there are 3 actions that can be taken. Number 1, you can merge your SKU to the corporate SKU. Number 2, you can delete your SKU. And number 3, you can rename your SKU to a different name from the corporate SKU. I'm going to skip number 1 on how to merge your SKU and quickly go over deleting and renaming your SKU first. So we're going to talk about how to delete a conflicting SKU first. Deleting your SKU should only be done if your SKU does not have any inventory or sales transactions associated with it. The system will only let you delete a SKU if you meet the system requirements to delete a SKU. For more information, you can see Help for Manage SKUs Frequently Asked Questions. To delete a SKU, click on the checkbox next to the SKU you would like to delete, then click on the Save button at the bottom of the screen. So you would click on that checkbox to the left of that SKU that you want to delete. You'd click on Delete, and once you're sure, you click on Save, and that will delete that SKU. Now, if I was to click on Save, that would actually delete my SKU. But prior to clicking the Save button, if you change your mind and no longer want to delete the SKU, you can click the Reset button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, just by clicking on this Reset button. And now you notice that took that action of deleting the SKU away. But if you did want to delete it, you could click on it, click on Delete, and then click on Save, and that would delete that SKU. Now the next part I'm going to talk about is how to rename a conflicting SKU. Now renaming your SKU should only be done if you truly believe your SKU is not the same as the corporate SKU. So in this case, click on the Details button for the SKU you would like to rename. Click the Edit SKU button. Type in the correct name. Click on the Save button. So you'd click on Save SKU. At this point, your change has not been committed, and the Reset button will change the name back if you need to. If I was sure that I wanted to commit the rename, then I would just click on the Save button at the bottom, and that would take care of that action of renaming that SKU from Merge to Merge 99 once I clicked on Save. But if I didn't want that to happen, I'd just click here to the left, and I would click on Reset, and that would put it back to the original SKU, which was Merge. Now I'm going to go back to number 1 on merging a conflicting SKU and how to take care of that. So merging your SKU to the corporate SKU will be the most common scenario. For this example, we will show merging a SKU where the size grid you have assigned the SKU does not match the grid corporate assigned their SKU and will require us to map the sizes and widths in order to perform the merge. So the first step is to click the checkbox for the SKU that you would like to merge. So I'm going to click to the left of Merge 1. The second step is to click the Merge button up at the top left. So now you see the action here that it's ready to merge. So I've selected my action of merge. I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. And that's when this screen comes up. So at this point, you'll be asked several questions about the merge and how the system should handle any differences in data between the two SKUs being merged. For example, any price differences for each price type, retail, list, cost, or markdown. For this example, we will select to keep mine for retail and for cost. And then I will click on the Save button. So since the size grid didn't match between the store owner level and the corporate level, this is why this screen comes up. It's saying more information needed. Some SKUs that you have selected to merge need additional information such as size mappings. Would you like to proceed to the Merge SKU screen to provide this information now? So I'm going to click on Yes. Just keep in mind that this additional step that I'm going to show you on the merge SKU screen is not needed if you can automatically do the merge after you click on save. It's really only if you have size differences where the size mapping needs to be changed. It's different between the store owner level and the corporate level. So now it brought me to the merge SKU screen, which is inventory, stock maintenance, and merge SKUs. Again, this step is only needed since the two SKUs we are merging do not have the same size grid. So that's why we have to go to the merge SKU screen to finish the size width mapping. So we could go to inventory, stock maintenance, and merge SKUs, and that brings us to the merge SKU screen. The next thing that we're going to do is click on conflict selection and click on next. That's where all your conflicts come up here. And the SKU that I want to look at is merge 1, so I'm going to click on that. So once I've clicked the merge 1, I click on next, and that's where this screen comes up again. So at this point, you'll be asked the same questions as you were asked on the Resolve Data Conflict screen down below, but it keeps it if you selected, like we selected keep mine for the retail and the cost. That's why it keeps those selections, because we already made those on the screen before. Now we're going to click on next. Now you'll be asked to map the product sizes. So as you see, our conflict here was the 4D, and it has 4 to the right. So this is the store owner, and this is corporate. So we really have to map the sizing to corporate. Once you map all of your store owner level sizes to the corporate correct sizes, then the merge SKU button you will be able to click on. So once you click on the merge SKU button, the merge will get queued up, and if possible will happen immediately. Upon the merge process, completing a report will be generated to show the process completed successfully or for any failure reasons. The next video will provide more detailed information around how to resolve a UPC conflict. And for complete documentation for this feature, you can go to Help in your RIX Enterprise menu. And any additional comments or questions can be sent to the RIX support team at 1-800-654-3123, extension 1, or if you want to send an email, it's help@rixsoftware.com.